Thank you, Mrs. Murata, for your kind introduction. Good morning, students, faculty, parents, and friends. I have a secret to share with you about the person sitting next to you on your left, and I have a secret to share with you about the person on your right. In fact, I know a secret about each and every one of you in this room. Wiggle your fingers for me and shake your feet all around in front of you. Can you feel anything other than your movement? I bet you can. Well, believe it or not, there is an invisible red thread tied around your little fingers and around both of your ankles. The threads are connecting you to the special person on your left and on your right. There are red threads all over Bell Hall, connecting all of us to each other right now. Since you can't see them, can you imagine them? Just like Montgomery School, the ancient civilization of China had many great thinkers, scholars, and students. It was one of these scholars who gifted us with an inspiring thought, a proverb called the red thread. It reads, "An invisible red thread connects those who are destined to meet regardless of time, place, or circumstances. The red thread may stretch or tangle, but it will never break." The Chinese imagine the red thread is tied around our ankles. Other Asian countries, like Japan, imagine the red thread is tied around our fingers. You may wonder, why is it red? Well, the Chinese believe that the color red is good luck and will bring you great fortune. So always remember, when you meet someone, how lucky you are to meet them and the special meaning they may bring to your life. According to Chinese tales, handed down generation to generation, our invisible red threads connect us to all of the people and animals we will meet throughout our lives. How are we connected by the red thread? First, we are connected by living on Earth together. Then, in the United States. Then, in Pennsylvania. Then, in our neighborhoods. And finally, by attending Montgomery School together. We are also connected by our patriotism, beliefs, and interests, such as sports, music, and volunteering. We can start out as strangers, but as our relationships and friendships go stronger and more special, the red thread between us becomes shorter, drawing us closer. I want to share a story with all of you today about a baby girl who was born to a couple who could not keep her for unknown reasons. They were brave when they left her on a corner of a very busy street, probably hoping to give her a better life. You see, if they were caught, they could go to a cruel prison. The baby was found by a kind person walking down the street. The kind person took her to a Pleasant City orphanage, paved with cobblestones and decorated with a bell tower and fountains. Around the same time, there was a second couple in China's Shanghai airport, waiting to catch a flight to Jiangxi, another province in China. They were in China to adopt their new baby, Ruling. They were anxious to get on with their trip when all of a sudden, the woman was surprised by a strong pull on her heart and the strange feeling that she and her husband would be returning to Shanghai, China soon. She just didn't know why. Why Shanghai? Well, when she told her husband, he said she was probably just exhausted from the long trip. After the couple spent about 2 weeks in China, they finally returned home to the United States, with their beautiful little girl. They were so happy, but their family still did not feel complete. They both felt a tug on their hearts, so they contacted their adoption agency and filed the paperwork to bring home another baby. After many months went by, they finally received the exciting news that they were going to adopt another baby girl, Chi-Chow. They would be flying across the United States and Pacific Ocean to bring her home to meet her big sister. There are over 500 locations in China where babies are adopted from, and the happy parents could not believe it when they found out their little girl was born and waiting for them in Shanghai, China, the city where the mom felt her first red thread tug on her heart. Can you guess who the Shanghai baby is? It's me. I'm Chi-Chow. I wanted to share my personal adoption story with you, my Montgomery family, because I wanted you to hear about a real-life red thread connection. Share your stories and feelings with friends and family. It will make the red thread between you stronger. Let's read the proverb again, together this time. An invisible red thread connects those who are destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstances. The red thread may stretch or tangle, but it will never break. We know that the red thread will never break, but who here thinks it is okay to stretch or tangle it? Who here thinks it's not okay to stretch or tangle it? Can I please have my two volunteers, Ella and Roxy, to come up and demonstrate? Can you please stretch our red thread? As you can see, when they stretch it, they get farther apart, which demonstrates their relationship becoming weaker. Now, can you please tangle our red thread? When they tangle their red thread, it demonstrates that there is confusion and drama added in their relationship. Thank you, Ella and Roxy. You may go back to your seats now. What do you all think are some ways here at Montgomery School we could stretch or tangle the red thread between us and our classmates? Maggie? Shutting the door on someone is a great example. Punching someone in the nose is another great example. Confusing someone is another excellent example. Some other examples would be bullying, cutting in line, gossiping, not sharing, lying, or ignoring someone. Our red threads never break because we are connected through our hearts. We are meant to be together, so it's important that we keep our relationships healthy and the imaginary red threads between us short and strong. How can we do this? First, this can happen through trust and honesty. About 1 month ago, I was not honest to my mom about my grade on my math quiz because I did not want to disappoint her and have her get upset with me. By doing this, I stretched the red thread between us and broke the trust we had. Yes, my mom was very disappointed in my grade, but she said she was even more disappointed that I broke the trust we had. It is very important for you to be honest with each other and keep your trust strong so that the red thread between you becomes stronger, keeping you closer together. Time and patience is also important to our relationships. I love playing soccer and basketball so much that I try to get out on the field as soon as possible for practice and games. Sometimes I get frustrated when some of my teammates don't feel that same way. But I realize that if I lose my patience, this could lead to tangling the red thread between us. I have learned that being patient with others helps to develop a great team. By demonstrating love and kindness, our relationships can remain strong and healthy. A few weeks ago, I lost the election to become 8th grade representative on our student council. I really wanted to win and make a difference, and could have been very upset with my opponent for beating me. But that would have frayed the red thread between us, so I chose to congratulate her and not let the election come between us. When the red thread is stretched, tangled, or frayed from losing trust, honesty, time, patience, love, or kindness, the best way to handle it is by communicating and offering forgiveness. This will repair the red thread between you. I would like to leave you with a folk tale about a young boy. He was walking home one night when he sees an old man bathed in the moonlight. He tells the boy he is attached by a red thread to a girl who will become his wife one day. The next evening, the boy sees the old man again. The old man points to a young girl on the other side of the street and tells the boy he is going to marry her one day. The boy thinks girls are a waste of time, and to prove that he will never like one, he picks up a rock and throws it at the girl. He runs away. Many moons pass, and the young boy grows up to be a young man. His parents tell him it is time for him to get married because in their country it is a custom. During the wedding ceremony, the young man lifts the veil of his new bride to reveal her face. He is surprised by both her beauty and the huge jewel pasted on one of her eyebrows. He can't wait, so he asks her why she has the jewel pasted on her eyebrow and why on only one. She whispers to him, "It is because a strange boy threw a rock at me when I was young, and now I have a scar." The moral of this story is there's an imaginary red thread that connects us. Don't stretch or tangle it. Be kind to others. You never know who you may marry one day. Thank you, Lower School. Have a great day.